Oh my fucking god. Overwatch Diagnosis. I review 5 minutes of your gameplay, identify issues and provide solutions. Get your replay reviewed for free by joining my Discord. Today's player is no user, a Necros viewer who struggles to apply their knowledge even with hundreds of hours on Genji. Let's fix that. So, how do you apply knowledge to ranked games? You adapt how you play based on the map, team comps and your hero's playstyle. Let's look at our team comp in game. The only relevant heroes here are really Zarya and Sombra. The Sombra is going to be looking to hack a target and the Zarya is going to be bubbling her teammates who want to go aggressive or who are in danger. We know this, so we should be looking for opportunities to follow up on hacks and ask for bubbles. However, our Zarya might just say, "F you, I'm not going to give you a bubble," so we should be asking in VC first. The main thing here really is following up on hacked targets, and what this is applying our knowledge to the game that we're in. When it comes to the enemy team comp, the only real thing we should be paying attention to is that they have a Mercy. If they have a Mercy, that means she will be pocketing one of the DPS. If the Mercy is pocketing one of the DPS, this Soldier for example, one of the DPS will be left alone. For example, the Ashe, if she stands on this high ground in place of Kiriko. This means that the Ashe is an easier target for us because she's isolated, and it's especially easy if our Sombra is able to hack the Ashe. Let's think about Genji and how he plays on Shambali. Genji usually takes an off angle, so that would be areas like this, and this for Shambali. An off angle is important so that we can close the distance on the enemy team and be able to take duels, which is one thing that Genji is excellent at. Closing the distance also allows us to follow up on any hacked targets from Sombra. So, using our team comps, our knowledge of the map and our knowledge of Genji, we've been able to apply that and create something called win conditions. Our win conditions are going to be closing the distance on the enemy team through an angle and following up on hacked targets from Sombra. So let's look at the first fight here, keeping in mind what we've talked about. So the first thing I can see that we're doing is we're taking an angle. This is excellent. Okay, and so here we see the Kiri. We should see the Ashe. Okay, the Ashe came a bit late, so we didn't see her, no problem. And then we switch targets instantly. So straight away we have ignored one of our win conditions. What was one of our win conditions? Follow up on hacked target. So you see this Sombra here, she's hacked the Kiri, she's focusing her down. I reckon that if you and Sombra both focused that Kiri, because you were already quite close, you'd be able to land a lot of shurikens, you would do enough damage to finish her off with a dash, get the kill, and probably deny the res as well. So our first mistake was ignoring one of our win conditions that we may not have paid attention to because we didn't actually think about it, we didn't apply our knowledge. So let's look at how we actually played this Soldier 1v1. Close with the combo. Okay, so before I see what you do, I want you to think about what you should do. As soon as the Kiri TPs and Suzus, what do you think the right thing to do is? Well, the right thing to do is deflect and get out. Why is that the right thing to do instead of still trying to confirm the kill? One, you'll probably die, and two, it's important to understand that it's really, really good if you can force out so many resources. Like you forced TP, you forced Suzu, you forced Soldier healing, you forced the Mercy to heal them, and you forced the Ashe to look at you. So you've got 4 people looking at you right now. All you need to do is live, right? All you need to do is deflect and walk back here so that your Life Weaver can grip you, and so that your Zarya, if she has another bubble, can bubble you. So that's what we should have done differently. Let's see if we do that or if we stay in. Right, we stay in for too long, we get way too greedy, and so we die for it. So the right thing to do there would have been, 1, to engage on the Kiriko who was here with our Sombra because we're following up on a hacked target, and 2, understand that it's okay to force out resources. We don't always need to be getting kills. Okay, here we are looking at the second fight. It looks like we're taking an off angle again, which is great. So let's see who we can close the distance on, or see who the Sombra might be looking at. So we see the Sombra going up the stairs. We just want to get a bit closer and look for this opportunity here. Okay. So what we've done is we've turned into a fucking tourbillon turret instead of following our win conditions. So this is the second fight in a row. We're not getting close to them. We're not looking for the same target as Sombra. And as you can see, I think the enemy team is just ignoring you. You're literally worse than a fucking tourbillon turret right now. At least the tourbillon turret does consistent damage. We're not getting close. We're not following the target. You saw right there. You saw right there. Let's watch it from Sombra's POV, because poor Sombra sets up a great hack here. Sets up a hack, gets the Kiri low, is waiting for her Genji to literally all you would have to do here is dash. You dash, you get the kill, it's even, you deny the res, maybe your team actually wins this fight. But instead, we're over here being a fucking tourbillon turret. So what we should have done differently is, again, close the distance and look for the same target as Sombra. It's the same thing for the second fight. Let's have a look at the third fight. Okay, here we are on the third fight. Again, we're taking an off angle. One thing we've done consistently, which is great and that we should keep up, is going on an off angle. So let's see where the fight goes. We're linking up with our Sombra. The legendary Sombra link up actually might happen. She hacks the Kiriko. Okay, We poke the Mercy out a little bit. I reckon we can carry on poking this Mercy. The carry's not paying attention to her, so we can look to get a kill here. And we have our dash if we either want to confirm the kill or get out. Okay. Okay, we must have a malfunctioning aimbot or something for us to just randomly, once again, switch our target onto the soldier. This is poor target priority because although your Sombra is not shooting anyone anymore, you can still follow up on any damage that's been done, such as the damage to the Mercy. The Mercy is not that far away. The Mercy is right here. So this is the same thing 3 fights in a row. We have poor target priority. Let's see what happens for the rest of the fight. Maybe we can kill the soldier. Okay, so this is unfortunate. This is a mechanics issue. Typically what you want to be doing is right click, right click, right click. When they get low enough, you right click, dash, turn around, and then melee to finish the kill. And that dash and melee is going to give you 90 damage because it's 50 plus 40. So that's what you could have done to finish the soldier. If you would have turned around and meleeed, you would have got the soldier. So that's unlucky, and then we end up dying. We would have got our dash reset and get out if we would have killed the soldier. So let's look at one final fight and see if these issues are consistent. This time we decide to start the fight by poking, which is fine, but what we want to be doing is being a bit closer to cover. The reason why is so that you can't get poked out like this, you can't get really low. One of the weaknesses of Genji is that he gets poked out from range, which is why I said it's really important for us to close the distance. So it's fine to poke like this for a little bit if you want to charge your blade, but be careful. Oh, and wow, we get the legendary bubble from our Zarya to save us, which is great, but we need to be, staying close to cover. And instead, we actually die to fucking Gripatron. We die to somebody with the name Gripatron. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I'm considering just ending the VOD right now, but I think we will do one final fight. Okay, so here we are, final fight for this video. Let's see what happens. So we just died to Gripatron, and now our Zarya has also died to Gripatron. So it's not looking good. It's a great kill on the soldier. Unfortunately, you can't deny the res, so the main thing for you to be doing right now is taking the angle once again, following up on your Sombra to see if you can force any cooldowns, then waiting for your Zarya to come back. When your Zarya comes back, it's easy to make a play with Blade. Why? Because you can get bubbled by your Zarya. And you also have a lot of ultimates coming up, so typically I think EMP Blade should definitely be enough to win this fight. Okay. Oh my fucking god. If there was one time where you want your Zarya to be alive, the time is now, so that she can bubble you when you're blading. So let's watch the blade again, and I'm going to talk about why I think this is a bad blade. Okay, so one, your Zarya is in spawn. This makes it a 4v5 with no bubbles available. The enemy team hasn't used many cooldowns. The only major cooldown they have used is res. We scouted, we got some information, however we didn't react to that information. We pull out the blade when there's 2 people on high ground shooting our Sombra. We have no cover, we're in the middle of nowhere, and we have a Rhine staring at us, ready to swing at us. I think that what we should have done instead would be wait for Zarya, take the angle, as we were, wait for Sombra to appear and go on a target, and we don't have to fully commit on that target. All we want is to force out major cooldowns, then we can blade, we can get a bubble and take over the entire lobby. Let's see how the blade actually goes. Okay, so there you go. The Suzu makes it harder to kill the Kiri, and you would have died if the Rhine swing had been a little bit faster, right? So we narrowly survive. They still had Suzu. The enemy team, instead of shooting you and helping their Rhine, just decides to run away. As you climb to higher elo, you will really struggle getting blades off like this. So just to say it one more time, you should wait for your Zarya, take the angle, find a target, get them to use their cooldowns, then going with blade, you get bubbles, you carry the fight, you carry the game, you win games. There you go, right? There you go. That's how you can climb as Genji. So let's do our diagnosis. My diagnosis for no user is that you have poor target priority, you're not thinking about how the team comps work, and you're not closing the distance consistently enough. If you improve these things, then I strongly believe you will be climbing soon.